Shalini and welcome to my period tracking app, Flow. So, wondering how to know the next period cycle for the next month? What would be the start date of the next cycle? Then, not to worry, this app would help you find that. Now, let's see how that happens. First of all, this app is built on iOS platform and using Swift UI. So, let's build the app. Now that we have entered the app, if you are a new user, you would have to sign up. But if you are already a user, you can just sign in. So now let's sign up. Now, if you click the sign up button without giving the credentials such as username and password, then the button doesn't work. So in order to make it work, let's enter the username. Let's say let's sign up. Now, once you hit the sign up button, you have entered the app. Now, what is Flow? This period tracker logs your dates and calculates the start date of the period. You will just have to enter the days of your period lasts and know when your next period arrives. So now let's quickly go into the calendar app and see how it works. Now this calendar is built using date picker. Now if your period date starts on 14th of May, and normally you can approximately put the number of days your period lasts, let's say 4, and then click on go. It would ask you for notifications if it can send the next start date of the next month as a push notification, and if you allow it, then you can see that if the start date is on 14th of May and the end date is on 18th of May, and your next predicted start date would be 7th of June. Not only does it record your next predicted cycle, but also it records your moods and symptoms. So now, as you can see, these are our symptoms here and these are the moods. Some of the symptoms are cramps, tender breasts, headache, everything is fine, acne, bloating, diarrhea, insomnia, and some of the moods: irritability, anger, crying, oversensitivity, sadness, panic attacks, fatigue, food cravings, and trouble focusing. Now you can select some of these symptoms and moods in order for the app to predict what are the symptoms and moods for your next cycle. You can also provide the severity of the pain by giving the severity number from 1 to 6, where 0 is the least and 6 is the highest. So let's give us a severity of 3 and go add it to my favorites. So now you get an alert that is the cramps are added to your favorites. Now let's go add one of the moods. Suppose it's irritability. I have a value of 0. I would like to add it to my favorites. And then I would like to add one of the symptoms, that is diarrhea, and then add it to our favorites. Now you can see all your favorites under predictions, that these are our predictions right now. Those are cramps, irritability, and diarrhea. So when you log in into your next month, you can see all these predictions and know what you have been through on your last period cycle. Now if suppose it doesn't match with the next period cycle, all the symptoms that you had before, then you can just edit and delete that particular prediction. In this way, and then you can say done. In this way the app works. Now let's see the backend. The backend of the app is simple. First, you need to connect your Xcode to the Google Firestore. So now I have the Google Firestore database open. Let's see the authentication where we have given our email ID, that is jackhammer123@gmail.com. Now let's go and see the database. So now that we have created a database, you can see the favorites. That is, it gives you the user ID and the date when we have given, and what I have we selected, that is diarrhea, and also what is the user email, which is jackhammer123@gmail.com. And let's see who are the users that have used this app. The username is given in this collection. So in this way, the collection actually stores the favorites and who has given the favorites, what is the email, what is the favorite, what is the date timestamp, and its unique ID. Now let's see how the code works. First, we have taken a JSON file and given each one an ID, a name, and an image name. The image we have taken from internet, where you can see all the different types of images that we have gathered, and then you can see the content view, where we have given each view, where you can see this beautiful tab view, and also the calendar view, where you get to calculate the next predicted cycle. So this is done by taking the standard menstrual cycle as 28 days. So this app is only for targeted audience and is not accurate for everyone. And then once you go, the item row is where you see the cramps and the severity, and then you go to the item details, where you are going to add it to your favorites. And after you add it to your favorites, it is going to show in your selected view that are predictions. And then later, the way you actually connect your Firebase to your Xcode is by this Google Service Info plist, where this is the URL where your Firebase is stored. And that's all for this. So also we have used different pods here, such as the Google Firebase Analytics, authentication, and also the Google sign-in. And that is all for this app. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.